What up, everyone? We've got the BAM box here. So, this box always is pretty exciting. They put in a lot of items that are much different than the average box, which I appreciate. And I heard some chitter chatter about this box. So I think I got some spoilers on it, but I'm not sure on it because I didn't look it up myself. But only one way to find out. Swoop. Alright, grabbing something off the top. So we got one of the little cards here. It says, congratulations, you have received one card. One of the items in your BAM box has been replaced with an upgraded item. That's limited edition. So, cool. I've gotten this card before, and it says upgraded item, which is a relative term. The item was different, but the last time I got it, it wasn't really, like, more valuable or anything. But we'll see what it is this time. It says gold variant. Okay, let's take a look. Alrighty. So I think this is what I heard about, the main ticket item. And this is a Jason mask signed by the actor who played him in the first actor that played Jason. Okay, certificate of authenticity. So, let's take a look at this mask. So this is something that actually everyone got. So it says upgraded item, but I think the only part about this that's upgraded is the fact that it's gold. And I think everyone else got a black mask, if I'm not mistaken, from what I heard. So, like I said, this is an upgraded version, but it's just a different color. But still, either way, that's really cool. It says Jason 1, so I'm assuming that means the first Jason, because Jason wasn't in Friday the 13th number 1. He wasn't in until number 2, so I'm assuming that means Friday the 13th 2, and Jason 1 just means the first Jason. But either way, he's the first actor that played it, so that's really cool. I'm sure so many people would go crazy for something like this. I know there are a ton of horror fans out there. I'm sure Johnny would like this. I don't know if he gets the BAM box or not, but I'm sure he'd love it. So that's really cool. And it comes with a certificate of authenticity, which is also really cool, showing that it's authentic. But not like they need it, because this company deals with autographs all the time, so I kind of trust them whenever they put an autograph in. So that seemed to be the one-up upgraded item, so that's cool. And that is really awesome. And there's Ziploc bag. Very classy, guys. Alright, so let's see what else we got in this box. Alrighty. Okay, so I did hear about this actually. So these are really cool. So these are, what does it say? Yeah, these are just zombie brass knuckles. Camera's focusing. Yep, there you go. So these are really cool, and they're not fake at all. These are legit some fucking brass knuckles right here. Like, these are heavy and these are real. Now, they actually sent me an email about this, so this is why I got a spoiler. These are actually illegal in California, which I'm in. Which is so stupid, by the way. Guns are legal, but brass knuckles are illegal. Whatever. Anyway, they did not know that. They sent out some of the BAM boxes already, one of which being mine. But the rest of the people, they had to stop production on them, realizing that they are illegal in California. It was just a miscommunication. But anyway, some people will not get this. Other people will. I think they said there's a coin that they're putting in. They said they're going to send it to me anyway, just for shits and giggles. But I have not seen what it looks like, and I have not received it yet. But I'm glad I got these. Especially, makes them even more cool because they are illegal here. And yeah, so I think this is a really cool item. I've never owned brass knuckles, considering you can't buy them here or order them to be shipped here. So, I don't know what to say about it. I'm sorry for the people that didn't get that. But yeah, these are really cool. I like that, and they're pretty legit. They're actually realistic. So yeah. But since these are illegal, I guess I'll turn these over to the proper authorities. Just kidding, I'm keeping this. I don't fucking care. So yeah, that's really cool. Some brass knuckles. Alrighty. Let's see what else we got. So this, I believe, is a prop replica. Odd presentation than putting it on a piece of cardboard. But yeah, this is a prop replica. I believe it's from Spider-Man. Yeah. So Gwen Stacy's Empire State University. So this is just a prop replica of the ID badge she would have from the movie. So that's cool. Alright. On a piece of cardboard. That'll do. Let's see what else we got. So, it looks like we got another thing carved out of steel, much like the Batarang. So this says LLAP 1931 to 2015. And I'm guessing that stands for Leonard Nimoy, who recently passed away. If you can see it very well. So yeah, this is actually made out of, I'm assuming steel, I'm not sure what metal, but this is actually like heavy duty metal and it's carved out of it. I'm assuming they have some kind of partnership, or they know a company where they order things carved out of steel, because last month we got the Batarang, which was custom made, and this seems custom made as well. And I'm not sure if this is a door hang or not. I'll have to look on the card and see what the description is, but yeah, it's actually very nice in quality. And I'm pretty sure those are custom made, so I don't think you're getting those anywhere else. Alright, anything else in here? Yep. So it looks like we got our description card in here. And yeah, so here's the coin. Here's the... For those of you who don't know. So there's a picture right there of the coins, so I'm guessing those are the coins we'd get instead. So I'm not totally sure how that worked then, because if it's on the card, they must have known about it beforehand. So I'm not sure the story on that. But, you know, either way, no big deal. Alrighty. And this piece of artwork, I'm not sure if that looks familiar. So we got the Joker from The Dark Knight, where he's wearing the nurse's outfit. And this is signed in... Oh, I know this guy, yeah, Chris Uminga, yeah, totally know this guy. I've actually met him before, and I've gotten custom artwork from him. He's actually a really, really popular artist. I just bought a piece of artwork from him. It was Spider-Gwen. I'll show that in a future video, like a custom piece he did. Yeah, I met him at Comic-Con. Super nice guy, really amazing artwork. I thought I recognized that. So he does really great stuff. So it's cool to get a signature and a signed print, because he's very, very popular. I've known about his work for an extremely long time. So that's a really cool artist. This is the first artist where I've known beforehand, but that's pretty cool. I really like his stuff. If you've not checked him out personally, please do. He's a really amazing artist and a very nice guy. And he also does commission work too. So yeah, that looks like all the items in the box. So we'll take a little break. I'll do some research, check out these items, and come back and give us a value. See you soon. Alright, we are back. So let's talk about this shit. First, the mask. Really incredible piece. Really awesome that they got to do this. And the value on this is pretty substantial here. And that's because there's such a huge, huge horror following. There really is. There's even boxes dedicated specifically to horror, like Horror Block or Parcel of Terror, or so many things that are dedicated to that because there's such a huge following. And the fact that they got the original Jason is really awesome. Because there are other actors that have played Jason for like a group of movies, like 3 or 4 of them, that go to signings and stuff like that. But as far as I know, he only did that one. I could be wrong on that. So it's cool that they got the first one. Also, they had variant ones. Most people got the black mask, and then there was a 1-up version, this gold one, and also there was a silver version. Like I said about the 1-up things, I don't think it really increases the value whatsoever. There's more of a limited run, but it's just a color change. It's just a variant. Either way, like, I don't care what the color of the mask is. It's still awesome that they did a signing of it. The only thing I did think was weird is that they didn't do any of the white masks. The ones like the white mask that he wore. I thought it was funny that they wouldn't do the original color. But either way, I don't think it really makes a difference. The signature is the main selling point here. Anyway, to the value. The cheapest, I saw this online, was like $45 to $50. And that was really the cheapest. It went up from there easily. So this alone makes the box worth it. If the box came just with this, it'd be totally worth it. Because even if you don't like this, even if you're not a horror fan, you'll have zero problem selling this online. Like, there's so many people that would want this specifically. And a lot of them, like this variant one, were going for $70, $80, $150. But I don't know if they're selling for that much, but they're being listed for that. So really, really good value on that. And it's really an awesome piece. Like, I'm keeping this for myself. I'm definitely not selling it because that's really cool. I genuinely like that. That's an awesome piece and something that I don't think any box has ever really done. Like, Horror Block's never done anything like that. Like, I don't think they've ever come close. But that's really cool, and that's amazing. Next, the brass knuckles. And these are actually brass knuckles. They're made of brass, and they're brass knuckles. And it's got the cool... I didn't notice this at first, but it actually has a zombie face. Like, here's the eye, the nose, the teeth. So it actually has a zombie face on there. So that's really cool. It was a little hard for me to find the value on these, considering I can't order them in California. I couldn't even really research them in California. I think Google limits the search options. So I'm going to throw out a guess there, and I'm going to say this is probably like 15 to 20 bucks, because it is brass, it is a nice metal, it does have a cool design on it. It is from a company, Biohazard, so I would think it would fetch a decent amount, at least $15, I would say. But I'm going to put a value of like 15 to 20 on there, because I think that's worth it. And being in California, considering they don't sell anything like this here, it's really cool for me to have. So I'm excited for that. And apparently people that, if there is anyone that didn't get them, then they got the gold coins instead. That was a 1-up version of something else in the box, so they would have just gotten those. So hopefully most people got them though, because these are really cool. So yeah, hopefully everyone got that. Then the Live Long and Prosper sign. So I was right, this is actually made of steel. So this is actually etched steel, so I'm assuming they have a company that they go to for that, because we've seen something like this twice, and I'm sure we'll see it in the future. But this is really cool, because it's not just some like goofy print, or it's not just like a piece of paper or a dumb poster that they rolled up in there. This is actually like good quality, like etched steel. So that's really cool. And something like this doesn't fetch a lot, honestly. I'm going to put like a value right around 10 bucks. It would probably be more than that if it came in like branded packaging or anything like that. But something like this, it would be right around 10 bucks. I could see it like selling for, or maybe someone selling it somewhere for around that price. Maybe a little more, but right around that price. Not too specific, but still very nice in quality. Next, the ID Prop Replica, Gwen Stacy. This actually doesn't get a lot of value. I'm only going to put like 5 or 6 value on that. I saw people trying to sell it online for much higher, but the things like this, although it is a prop replica, it's not hard to create these. The ID badges, with the little Photoshop work, there are a lot of companies that can make badges like this for next to nothing. So unfortunately, this doesn't get a lot of value. It is cool. It's a cool prop replica, but it's just not very valuable. No big deal, though. Then, one of my favorite things, the print by Chris Uminga. One of my favorite artists. I'm a huge fan of his. I think this is awesome work. This actually has some pretty substantial value as well. Now, the difference between this and their normal art prints, a lot of the artists I've gotten before aren't, they're artists, but a lot of them just do like design work. They do like graphic design and things like that. Still artists, but not really well known by name, because their name usually doesn't get stamped on stuff. Chris, on the other hand, has actually done comic work, covers for comic books, so his name is very well known, and I think most people would recognize him. If you're into comic art at all, I think he'd be pretty recognizable. If not, you could recognize his style. If you Google his name, I'm sure you've seen some picture somewhere. So I've actually met him, and at Comic-Con, he was selling his prints for like $30 to $40, like around that price, like depending on which one you got and how many you got. He was giving deals out, and obviously he signs them because he's right there. But the resale market on these is pretty high. Now, buying his prints at, like, I saw him at Comic-Con, so you could buy prints there, but they didn't have a limited run. Now, this one's of $9.99, so there's 1,000 of them, so which sounds like a high number, but it's really not. The value gets created in a print when it has a limited run. Even if it's a high number, until they cap it off, there really isn't any value to the print. Signatures add value, but prints alone don't get it until there's a limited run. The ones he was selling at Comic-Con didn't have any limited run. They were just prints, and I'm pretty sure they just didn't have a run. I may not have noticed the number, but he can print those endlessly and keep signing them, so that's still worth it because you get to meet him and stuff. But I'm going to put a very conservative value of 30 to 40 on this, because like I said, that's what he was selling them for with the signature, but that's even without a limited run. So, and again, like I said, the resale market on these, even if you bought it at Comic-Con, the resale market online can be upwards of $80 just for a print, because there aren't that many of them out there, and he really is an amazing artist, and he's getting more popular by the day. So, again, conservative value of 30 to 40 on that. So, that brings our value on the low end of 95 and on the high end of 126. So we really got a tremendous value here. Like, that's really fantastic. That's on the low end, we got triple our value, and on the high end, quadruple our value. And now, the value is in part mostly to the 2 main items, which are the signed items, but that's kind of what this company is known for, and that's what's setting them apart from other box companies. Like I've said a million times, every day I get, not every day, but every week I get contacted by new companies saying hey, try out our new box on your channel, blah, 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 blah. And most of them just don't stand a chance, because they're just trying to do the same old thing. The only way these box companies are going to survive is if they set themselves apart. They have to offer something different. They can't just go out offering the same t-shirt pop combo and expect to survive. It's just not going to work. Now, this company has something different. They own their own auction company where they do autographs, so autographs is their thing. Obviously, even if it's just the signed artwork, that's fantastic, especially in my opinion. Being an artist, I think that's amazing. And on top of the fact that we got a signed mask, And they also do incentives. I haven't seen one in a while, but they also add incentives, sign comic books in 1 in every 10 boxes or something like that. I haven't seen one recently, but the fact that everyone got that mask is pretty amazing. So either one of those items on itself really made the box worth it, and you really got tremendous value. And I don't think you'd have problem, if you didn't even like the signed things, I don't think you'd have any problem selling them. They're both well-known people and both very popular. Now, the signed Jason mask, I don't think that actor is well-known. I think he was just a character actor. I think he was just in costume. But Friday the 13th has gotten so big and now has such a following that you wouldn't need to know that guy's name. You just know him as that first Jason. And Chris Manga is definitely a very well-known artist. So, that being said, I think I'm going to give this box a 9 out of 10. Like, I really think it was amazing. You know, granted, not everything in here was amazing. Like, the ID card was just kind of there. I guess you could call that the filler. But everything else was cool. I was happy to get the brass knuckles. The sign is in good quality. And this company seems to be doing better and better. This is by far the best box they've done. And if they keep giving signed stuff, I really see them growing more and more. And this is, again, what the point of this channel is. It just kind of depends on what you're into. If you like signed stuff, this is the box for you. And they kind of are eclectic of what kind of stuff they do. And they also do a lot of customs, like the sign. So far, so good. I really have no complaints about it. And they're open to suggestions, too. I've talked to them about ways they can improve the company and the box. And they're very receptive to that as well. So, like I said, since the first box, I have pretty high hopes for this company. And they really did an amazing job. I don't know if we can expect it to be quite this amazing every single month, but I don't think it'll be much far from it in the future. So I'm happy to get this box. It was totally worth it, and I'm keeping all this stuff. It's really incredible. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought about it, what you thought about this signed stuff, and what you thought about everything else in here. Anyway, this has been the BAM box. Box gets a 9 out of 10, triple the value. Let me know what you guys thought. Thank you for watching. Love you all. Peace.